It's Mother's Day, New York Times style. I'm Yardane Frankel with Honest Reporting's Jerusalem office. The other day, two events happened on the same day that the New York Times reported on. In the first, a terrorist was killed by the IDF in the Gaza Strip. And if you watched my last video, you can find out more about him. The second event, which occurred on the same day, was an Israeli man who was waiting for a bus was murdered by a Palestinian terrorist. He was stabbed in the chest. Now, the New York Times reported on both these incidents in the same article. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. But they chose to use one specific picture to illustrate this story that they put right underneath the headline. What was it a picture of? It was a picture of the mother of the terrorist at his funeral. She's crying. She's upset. Of course she's upset. But does that help illustrate this story? Is that going to give readers any insight into what happened that day? What, the New York Times couldn't find a picture of the mother of the Israeli who was murdered? They couldn't get a picture of his wife or one of his 5 children at his funeral? Wouldn't that help readers understand what's going on? Wouldn't a photo like this make more sense in this article? Wouldn't it help readers understand, get the full picture of what's going on? He was stabbed to death while waiting for a bus. This guy, he was an actor. He was studying to be a clown therapist to work with children, sick children in hospitals, and now he's been murdered. I find it hard to believe that an editor at the New York Times, when he first saw this story and his job was to pick a photograph that would illustrate it best, chose to run the image of the mother of the terrorist. There's something you can do about this. Below in the description, I've got a link to the New York Times contact page. Send them a message. Tell them that you are against their choice of photographs for this story. In fact, there are a lot of things that you can do if you don't think that Israel is covered fairly by the media. If you go to the Honest Reporting website, HonestReporting.com, you can read all about anti-Israel media bias and what you can do about it. And of course, Honest Reporting is a nonprofit. We exist solely based on donations. There's a donate button below. If you can help us out, that would be great. It would help us continue to provide communiques, videos, presentations. With Honest Reporting, this is Yardane Frankel.